Nowadays, many pregnant mainlanders come into Hong Kong hospital for pregnancy, and this situation is becoming uncontrollable. And the situation have resulted into a huge pressure on the hospital. Social welfare is being overexpensed. And in order to solve this problem, I would suggest that the Hong Kong government should invite the Chinese government to bring an reinterpretation about the Hong Kong Basic Law, declaring that even if the babies who was born in Hong Kong cannot get their Hong Kong identities if both of their parents are not Hong Kong residents. And I think only this solution can solve this problem completely. The reason for Hong Kong government should ban the pregnant mainlanders coming to Hong Kong to give birth is that there are many events caused by the pregnant mainlanders. Start from the hospital. The main purpose of the local hospital is to serve the local residents, but not the mainlanders. However, the huge amount of pregnant mainlanders coming to Hong Kong have resulted in a shortage of hospital beds, and this has caused many local pregnant users has to wait for a very long time for the pre-pregnant services or beds in the hospital. And according to the hospital authority, there were 40,000 of pregnant mainlanders inflused into Hong Kong to give birth last year, while the total amount of hospital beds in Hong Kong is far not sufficient to deal with this large scale of pregnant mainlanders. And on the other hand, the large scale of the pregnant mainlanders comes into Hong Kong have created an extra heavy workload on the hospital department. Each nurse and doctor have to take care of too many patients, and mistakes will be easily resulted, and the quality of work will decrease. And according to the Hong Kong Healthcare Crime Library, the medical accidents have been increased from 81 to 107 in 2010 to 2011, and which have been increased more than 30%. And I would definitely say that is not acceptable in Hong Kong. And apart from that, there are also a lot of long-term effects caused by those pregnant mainlanders to give birth in Hong Kong. The newborn babies from the pregnant mainlanders can get the Hong Kong identities, and they can, and which means in the future there will be an extra amount of populations in Hong Kong to share the social welfare, such as the 12-year free educations or the free vaccinations for the children, or the comprehensive social security assistance scheme. And the social welfare will be expanded by those newborn babies. With data supported, the increasing amount of children in recent years have already resulted into a shortage of quota of primary school. With regarding to the data from Main Po, in North District, where most of the children from the pregnant mainlanders lives, there is 1,600 right-age children, but with only 882 places. And what's more is, after the pregnant mainlanders give birth in Hong Kong, not only their child can get the Hong Kong identity, but also their next generations, and which means the effect is far reaching and eventually will increase the financial burden for the Hong Kong government. And some mainlanders may say that is their freedom to choose to give birth in Hong Kong, but I would say, when we are using our freedom, we should not invade others' rights. Apply on the case in Hong Kong, the pregnant mainlanders have overused their freedom, and too many pregnant mainlanders coming to Hong Kong have resulted too much embarrass on the hospital bed, or resulted in a heavy government financial burden. And local can't enjoy the medical and education rights completely. And I would say pregnant mainlanders absolutely share no rights to give birth in Hong Kong, because they have invaded Hong Kong's residents' interests. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.